What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just turning attention to a couple of coins in crypto. I know we all just like to look for things that are moving, things that can make money. So Luna Classic and SHIB basically looks like SHIB's finally starting to turn things around, which would make sense. Been watching it since the support trend line down here. It got the bounce, got rejected off of its trend line coming in overhead, but was just watching to see where it would actually go to. Been holding this one for quite a while. Been up, and so far I haven't really been down because it's right around my average. But I think this one, obviously going to be a long-term play. I think unless there's something crazy that would just come in and just pump it to the moon with having so many out there in circulating supply. Going to take a little bit of time, but I think they're trying to put in some burn measures, which will obviously help. How quick, we don't know, but burn measures are always going to help whenever it's bringing down the actual circulating supply. So not going to take as much effort in due time, no matter if it's a year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, but ultimately going to help with driving the price up. And I just algorithms run crypto, whether you want to believe it or not. Big money in algorithms are, and that's pretty much why we can draw fibs and draw trend lines, and it actually works out. So I'll be probably getting a little bit more exciting about SHIB if we can see it break out of this trend line. But as of right now, just kind of watching the fib levels. We've got 1187, 1303. I think somewhere in there will probably be our actual attempt to break out of the trend line as time goes on. So we get out here maybe another month or so. I'm going to estimate somewhere between 15 to 30 days before we're actually testing the trend line. But it has had a nice pop here recently, so I mean, it doesn't have to take that long. It could pop at any time. Just kind of watching the levels as these go. It could be a good trade if you're just looking for a quick buck, or if you're going to hold it. I think it's going to be a very long hold overall, just to get to the desired goal. To get some quick gains, these two can absolutely pull that off for you. Looking at Luna Classic, we know they are currently working on a burn system, seeing who will agree to uphold that burn and what exactly all is going to entail. So we need to see if that's going to just be a short-term hype around what could possibly be, or if the burn is actually going to fully come into effect in the way that the community wants it to, and they'll still continue to support it. But I was watching for a retest down a little bit lower. It didn't quite get there, but wanted to turn things around. That's fine. I'm not one that always wants to sit here and scream, man, I wish we had more dip. I want to see everything go in the other direction, So watching for support lines 2436 on Luna Classic. I want to see it break out 3105 and hold there, and then we'll continue our climb back up. We could do a double basically and get back to our highs, which would be okay in my book. Looks like it set a pretty nice base, so I like to see that as well. A lot of those that probably got in early, they are still sitting here holding on, which might create a nice base for us somewhere right around this 17 range. And the new holders and the FOMO will continue to drive this up, hopefully. We're going to just kind of stay tuned, see what happens. I mean, overall, the RSI looks great at the moment on Luna Classic. Looks like it's headed in the right direction. SHIB's trying to turn things around. It still looks really good, sitting above 50. The 30-minute kind of cooled off just a little bit there, but we'll see what happens a little bit later on in the day. Might have been the bounce that it needed just to get a little bit of action back in there. I think some of the big Ethereum players are accumulating some SHIB for one reason or another. I am not the most up to date on both of these coins. I just know that I'm holding them, and I'm probably holding them for the long term just to see what happens. Not looking for a quick buck, but if you are, then these would be two that I would probably pay attention to just for supports and resistance lines. They are pretty volatile, which is what you need for making that quick grab if that's what you want to do. Just make sure that you're paying attention to your entries and whenever you're jumping into these. But appreciate you guys coming back. We're just always looking for the movers, so you're welcome to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the updates. You're welcome to drop a like or a comment. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.